It might be hard to imagine, but humanity will eventually perish. In this rapidly advancing age, it seems that people have forgotten the very home they live on Earth. Earth. We are constantly busy chasing material wealth, comfort, and spiritual satisfaction. But have you ever thought about something? The truth is, humanity will eventually die out. This isn't a matter of probability, but a matter of time. If we continue to live on Earth, given the current rate at which the sun burns, its hydrogen fusion could last for another 5 billion years. During this period, the sun will continue to provide energy to Earth, but after 5 billion years, the sun will start to burn through its hydrogen, and its size will expand dramatically, turning into a red giant. Its outer layers could extend all the way to Earth's orbit. Even if Earth isn't swallowed up by the expanding sun, it will burn due to its proximity. By then, humanity will be instantly wiped out. So, can humanity escape the solar system? If we want to leave the solar system, we would need to achieve what's known as a Type 3 civilization, a galactic civilization. This level of civilization can harness all the resources in its galaxy, build colonies around billions of stars, and most importantly, have the ability to travel between galaxies. Only when we reach Type 3 civilization can we escape the solar system. Currently, humanity is at a 0.7 civilization level, far from even reaching Type 1. We haven't fully developed or controlled all the resources on Earth, so, if by some miracle, humanity reaches Type 3, can we preserve our civilization? The answer is no. Even if we leave the solar system and establish a home in the universe, and our technology is so advanced it's almost beyond imagination, we still can't change the inevitable fact that the universe will eventually end. Astronomers have hypothesized that after an incredibly long time, hundreds of billions or even trillions of years, stars will begin to burn out. Black holes will start to evaporate, and the remaining nebulae won't be enough to form new stars. Eventually, all the stars in the universe will extinguish, and the entire universe will be plunged into darkness, with no light whatsoever. The overall temperature will drop to absolute zero, reaching a state of heat death, an irreversible, absolute stillness, and human civilization will, without a doubt, perish along with the universe. So, if the extinction of humanity is inevitable, what is the meaning of our existence? In fact, life doesn't inherently have meaning. We didn't arrive in this world with a specific mission or purpose. We didn't have to live a certain way. We came simply because we had to. We didn't choose to be born, and when we leave, we won't have a choice either. It's just something that must happen. From another perspective, we came into this world simply to experience, to go through the process of life, aging, sickness, and death. If you're not a famous person, or don't have great accomplishments, chances are, within 3 generations, all traces of your existence will be erased. People will forget about you, your possessions, and even the memories associated with you will fade in the river of time. Even your descendants may forget you ever existed. In fact, each of us goes through 3 deaths. The first is the physical death, when your heart stops, your organs cease functioning, and your body is no longer alive. The second is the death of being forgotten, when the last person who knew you is gone. And from then on, no one will remember who you were, or even whether you ever existed. The third death is when everything related to you is completely erased. No evidence remains that you were ever here. This means that maybe, in the grand scheme of things, you never existed at all. So, the truth is, we come into this world simply to experience. And this experience lasts just a few decades. When that time ends, we will leave quickly. But even though this journey is so short, we can still experience the different flavors of life: joy, sorrow, pain, longing, and more. These are the things that make our lives unique and meaningful. So, is the meaning of life just about this? Not exactly. The meaning of life isn't in its length, but in its depth. From the perspective of the universe, human civilization is as tiny as a grain of sand. Kings, intellectuals, heroes, all have fallen under the hands of time. In fact, many people go through their entire lives without finding meaning. They arrive in this world empty-handed and leave the same way. In the end, nothing in this world truly belongs to you. But that doesn't mean your life is meaningless. Because, from another angle, maybe the meaning of life is simply living. The only thing we can control is today. So, in our limited time, live the life that is truly yours.